Good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here. Before I begin, I want to tell you what I felt when I first learned that I would be standing here today giving a speech. I thought to myself, I've got time. Those words have echoed through my mind since 6th grade, whenever I imagine this day. They're the same words that Mr. Incredible repeats as he puts off his wedding. And I know they're the same words many of us said in Mr. Hawkins's class whenever a current event assignment somehow turned into Thursday's problem. But more importantly, they're words that almost everyone tells themselves at some point in life. I've got time. Time to chase my dreams. Time to become the person I want to be. Time to change. The phrase is comforting. It gives us permission to wait. But standing here today, we've all learned something important. Time will never wait for us. Look around. High school is over, and look at the people sitting around you. 4 years ago, many of us were strangers. After today, some of us may never see each other again, but we will carry memories for the rest of our lives. The wacky bell schedules, meeting up with friends at sporting events, sneaking around during Trojan time, the ordinary moments we assumed would always be there. And here we are, wearing caps and gowns, preparing to step into the next chapter of our lives. We once thought we had all the time in the entire world to experience everything high school had for us. Now it is behind us. Think about how many times we said, I'll do it later. I'll study for the test later. I'll go to that football game later. I'll take pictures later. And somehow that later became senior year. And then senior year became graduation. Many of us spent years counting down to this moment, only to realize it arrived much faster than we expected. The days felt long, but the years didn't. One of my favorite authors, George Orwell, once wrote, "There's time for everything except the things worth doing." And that's the tragedy of life. People tell themselves they'll start tomorrow, they'll pursue that dream later, they'll repair that broken relationship later. They'll become the person they want to be when the timing feels right, yet somehow the timing never feels right. People sit comfortably with visions of grandeur but never take the first step towards making them real. I know this because I've done it myself. For most of high school, I convinced myself I was going to become Allegheny's version of Michael Jordan. Now, if you've ever seen me play basketball, you know that dream belonged in a fantasy novel. Not because it was impossible, but because I never truly committed to it. I'd always tell myself, I'll start tomorrow, and I have plenty of time to improve and work harder. And then one day, tomorrow ran out. The lesson I learned wasn't about basketball. It was about life. I think all of us have something we've told ourselves we'll get serious about someday, but the problem is that someday usually has a habit of becoming never. We spend years waiting for life to begin, only to realize it was happening the whole time. Every day we postpone goals for comfort and convenience, and eventually our dreams, they become regrets. So perhaps the lesson for the class of 2026 is simple. Instead of saying, I've got time, we need to say, it is time. But as we step into the future, we should remember that success is not measured only by achievements. It is measured by the character we build and the things we choose to value. The road ahead will not be easy. We will fail, struggle, and face moments where our plans fall apart. And when we do, we must appreciate the small happy things, the people who shaped us, the memories we've made, and the blessings that sustain us. Above all, we should remember that our time on earth is limited. In Psalm 90, verse 12, Moses prays, "Teach us to number our days so that we may gain a heart of wisdom." Wisdom comes when we recognize that every day is a gift from God. Every moment is an opportunity to live with purpose, gratitude, and faith. Class of 2026, today is so much more than just graduation. It is a reminder that time moves very quickly. Tomorrow is never guaranteed, and the life you have been waiting for begins now. So as we leave this field, this chapter, and this school behind, do not tell yourself, I've got time. Tell yourself it is time. Time to take that risk. Time to chase the dreams that scare you. Time to be who you were created to be. Congratulations, class of 2026, and thank you.